Welcome to Brown Girls Can, the podcast where black and brown brilliance meets real talk. This podcast is your safe space to be seen, heard, and of course, celebrated. I'm your host, Shateria, the founder and visionary behind the Brown Girls Can brand and movement. Every podcast episode, we're gonna laugh loud and dive deep into the stories, careers, and bold dreams of women who are redefining what's possible. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome to Brown Girls Can, the podcast. I am your host, Shateria, the visionary and creator of Brown Girls Can, the brand and movement. Thank you guys for joining me again on another episode of Brown Girls Can, the podcast. I am so very, very, very grateful for everybody that tunes in, everybody that sends me messages, everybody that sends me texts. I absolutely love y'all. I thank y'all so very much. Brown Girls Can is moving, it is growing, it is elevating, and we could not do any of that without you. So I am just elated, grateful as we are continuing to gear up for Brown Girls Can, the festival, which is happening October 5th through the 12th here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You definitely want to make sure that you are in the city. I can't say in the building because all of the different events will be all around Chattanooga, so they're going to be in different places. So just make sure you're here. Make sure you are participating, going out, supporting, collaborating, connecting, networking. That's what the week is about. So definitely be sure that you are somewhere doing something for Brown Girls Can, the festival, okay? At the beginning of every month, I want to come on and I want to do a solo episode just to kind of keep things fresh, keep things, in alignment with what I am going through. Well, let me do this. Before I start, I am sipping today Coco Asante, her chocolate tea. So she has cocoa husk and she bags it and you can make tea out of it. So that's what I'm sipping on today for today's episode, which is titled Brown Girls Can Create the Blueprint. Like I said, here lately, I have been wanting to really just talk some things through for myself. And I've been studying what it means to be the first to do something. That is so good. Ooh, it tastes like chocolate. What I have learned is that doing it first is a luxury. It's a luxury. It's a luxury that is scary. But y'all know on the last solo episode, which was the first episode, we got to do it scared. But creating the blueprint is a luxury. It is a privilege. And it should be fun because nobody has ever done it that way before. When I started Simply Props, there was nobody that I could call to say, hey, I want to start a props business. I want to do X, Y, and Z. There was nobody that I could call. And so it put the ball in my court. I was able to carve out a lane for myself, doing it the way that I wanted to do it. Nobody made rules for me outside of, what business regulations were or whatever. But as far as what my brand was, what my business stood for, my, pillars, or what my main core identity was for the brand, prices, all of that, I couldn't call anybody. There were women in Georgia that I reached out to and that I'm still connected to, Miss Viola and Kim. And they kind of, showed me the ropes, what tools I needed to buy to be able to make props and do it efficiently, and ask them kind of what was their turnaround time. Could I see a contract so that I could kind of model mine after something? But as far as somebody in the city that I could call and I could say, I want to do this, what are my next steps? Like, okay, I've got my idea. I'm committed to doing it, scared. Now what? There's nobody in the city doing what I want to do. And so you could look at it as a daunting thing. Like, dang, well, nobody's doing this, or nobody's done this before. And that should kind of put you in a place where you want to research. Like, has nobody done it before, or has somebody attempted and failed? And what were the reasons? Was it because they tried to do it in a location that was not receptive? Was it they didn't have consistency? Like, what was the reason why that particular one failed? But on the other side, if there's not been anybody after you do your research, well, now that's the fun part. You get to decide how things go. I remember, like I said, when I started Simply Props, there was nobody that I could say, well, the price of a rental for renting a letter is this. And so I was able to set whatever my standard was. Now, people have come, people have gone, and they've, come in way lower, come in higher, or whatever, but I was the first. And that was the luxury of being first, is I could set the tone, I could set the standard, I could set the price for the market. Whatever I wanted it to be, that's what it was for the city, right? So always remember that being first it is scary, but it should be a joy. It should be fun. You should realize that it's a luxury. I get to do something that nobody has done before. I get to go into uncharted territory, uncharted waters. I get to do something first. Can you imagine the joy of a person that graduates college first in their family? Why? Because I've done something first. I had people watching, looking, and I did it. I was the first in my family to work for myself. Simply Props opened a whole world for me. I was able to be introduced to so many people, networking. I was able to be introduced to a whole just new level of living. What it means to be able to pay all of my bills from something that I created is still to this day blows my mind. And so I want to get into what is a blueprint. I looked it up because I'm a definitions person. I'm a definitions girl. So this says, Google, a blueprint is a detailed technical drawing or plan. Okay? Plan. Historically characterized by white lines on a blue background, used to represent the design, specifications, and structure of a building, object, or system. It serves as a road map for construction, engineering, or other projects, providing a clear visual guide for execution. Blueprints can also refer to a strategic plan or detailed outline for a project, essentially a roadmap for achieving specific goals. It's so much in that, just that definition. A blueprint is a plan. It's a detailed plan. So if you are the first to do something, you're the first to create the detailed plan. You're the one that creates the roadmap. You get to set the standard. I remember when I was trying to price the letters and the numbers for Simply Props. And I was like, I don't know what to charge. I don't know what to, And I was like, first I started at a sliding scale. So if you rented, I think I said 6 or more, they were this rate. And then if it, went down, it was another rate. And that just got confusing. So definitely doing your trial and error, like figuring out, okay, no, that ain't really, that's confusing, or that really doesn't make sense. And is it profitable? Is it worth it? Is it worth it for you to go out at 2:00 in the morning to pick up a letter that they only paid you $25 for? Did you charge them delivery, pickup? There's a reason why Simply Props never offered pickup. We did it one time and the letters came back damaged, and that was it for me. So now we deliver every single rental. Why? Because I've learned as a rental business for that product. Now, I can't speak to the furniture rentals and the pipe and drape and all of that stuff that allow you to pick stuff up. But I can speak to that for me because of the material they're made out of. And so all of that plays into kind of why my blueprint was what it was. And you cannot get stuck in comparison. You can't get stuck in comparison. You really don't have the luxury of comparing because we're talking about the blueprint. You're the first. You're the first to do it. So do it in excellence. Do it like you mean it. This also says that it serves as a roadmap, and it provides a clear visual guide for execution. Now, we love to put together a plan. We love to put together a plan. But are we executing? Are we executing our plan? Every day you go towards something that you've never done before. That's like you drawing another little room, another little doorway. You mapping out something. And I like to think of it as like, I'm creating something so that the next person can come along and say, well, how did she do it? How can I improve on what she did? See, a lot of times people don't look at the blueprint to do it exactly like you. They don't. Some people look at the plan. Now, well, I won't say that. I will say the blueprint is to be followed. Like if you are a designer, an architect, an engineer, yes, those blueprints, we need you to follow exactly to the T. Because if anything happens to anybody that walks in that building and it collapses or whatever, who's responsible? Because y'all didn't follow the what? Y'all didn't follow the blueprint. Something should not, this room is what it is because there was an architect, there was a blueprint that was followed. The beams and the paneling and the wood and all of the door frames, they are fit to size based on the blueprint. So if I say that the frame was 8 foot by 2 foot or whatever it is, and you following the blueprint, don't come back from Home Depot with 6 foot studs or a door frame thinking it's going to fit. It's not. So yes, in those instances, yes, people follow the blueprint to the T. But if I want to create something bigger than you, I look at your blueprint and I study it and I say, how can I improve this? And also, this is really good. We create from the inside out, right? So the house that I may need, yes, we may have like 7 foot doors. But Shaq, somebody like Shaq where I don't know how tall Shaq is, but he needs taller doors, right? He needs bigger space because he's bigger. So the plan may start at one thing and you create it from where you are. But always keep in mind something bigger is going to come after you. Don't always think that this is the end all be all, right? Because we like to create things and, oh, it's my baby and, but sometimes we're creating it so that the next person will be able to come and build on top of, to make better, to improve. Shoot, sometimes people build so that they can buy. Like, I built Simply Props, and now I want to sell it. Well, what are you selling? Yes, I'm selling the inventory. Yes, I'm selling the business. But what I'm selling that blueprint. I'm selling what I strategically and detailed out, that plan. Because what? Yes, the next person can come and she can buy my inventory. She can buy my van. She can buy all the things that go along with Simply Props. But how do you build the letters? And all of that is inside the blueprint. What is the font you use? What is the material you use? All of that goes into the blueprint. What makes a strong blueprint? There are 4 things. 4 things that I wrote down. Clarity. Number 1. A blueprint is clear. It's going to, if it's however many things that, it's no guessing. It's no guessing with a blueprint. Well, how many doors? Well, you can count. Look, 1, it's clear. Clarity. The next one, accuracy. Clarity and accuracy, they go in hand in hand. Is this blueprint clear? Is it accurate? Is it complete? We wanna hop out here, we wanna do stuff, but is it complete? And people go back and forth with, well, just start. Well, just hop out there. Yes, you do. You need to start. Don't let fear stifle you or hinder you. But that plan needs to be complete. Like, even if it's not complete on paper, in your head, you've gone from A to Z. But I still would recommend that you be complete on paper too. But if it's between starting and staying stuck, start. Go ahead. Do your thing. And then the last one, the last pillar of a good blueprint, failure. There has not been anybody that has created something that was successful and did not fail. Somebody that created something first and did not fail. Those are the moments. Failure are the moments that we're able to teach whoever comes after us what not to do. That's part of the blueprint. Somebody failed at creating a door frame so that the next construction worker now knows, oh no, it's been studied, it's been shown and approved that this certain door frame has to go in this type of setting. Failure. Do not be afraid to fail. That is the one thing that that's the one thing that I probably want to tell anybody who wants to do something, even if it's not you want to do it first, but just, I want to start a clothing line, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Okay, start it. Do it. Create the blueprint. Go for it. But don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. I saw something on Instagram. I want to read it. It came from Black Art Matters. It was a post. And it said, what happens when a Black girl tells her own story? The South has something to say, and her name is Miracle. Atlanta-born filmmaker Major Myra, I think that's how you say it, isn't waiting for permission. She's building her own archive, one film, one truth at a time. She says filmmaking fell into her lap. I went in with all hope and no roadmap and came out knowing exactly what I wanted. Her first film, terrible, she said. She said, but it made me unafraid to fail. Perfection kills art. You should create anyway. Her viral short film, My ATL Smile, taught her the power of vulnerability. Now she leads with heart, and her viral short film, My ATL Smile, taught her the power of vulnerability. Now she leads with heart and holds nothing back. The joy is in the process, the collaboration, and the creation of it all. Watching actors bring your words to life, she said, that's the magic. You need protection when you walk into rooms. Surround yourself with people who care about you. Her favorite mantra, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. You can watch Miracle's latest short film live Friday, July 19th in Atlanta, Georgia at Black Art Matters, the pop-up. And the last thing said, this is what happens when Black girls stop waiting and start filming. Tap in. I just thought that was so good. And it spoke about you have to be unafraid to fail. She didn't have a roadmap, but she had all hope. There has to be a certain part of you that is committed to seeing whatever thing that is come to life. Staying up late, waking up early, missing a few meals, investing in yourself, all of that is part of the grind, part of the creation process of creating something that has never been done before. Because after it's all said and done, it's like people are going to be like, ooh, but people don't know that backside, the backstory of what you had to do to get there. I found a few more definitions and quotes that I thought were interesting about blueprints. A blueprint is a set of engineering or architectural drawings that provide all the information needed to construct something. All. So if I want to go from ground up, I need a blueprint. There are Black women, teenagers and girls who are creating blueprints every single day because we like to create things that we want to see. So when I talk about Brown Girls Can, the movement, I wanted to see that. I wanted to see a global organization that brings Black women, teens, and girls together in the name of unity, collaboration, connection, and networking, that we can all be displayed in a way that's beautiful, that's celebratory, that gives us all a sense of pride. I wanted to leave it blank, leave it open-ended to where you could fill in the blank and say whatever you felt brown girls can do. So I wanted to create it because I want that community. I want to be a part of that. And same thing with the festival. Why should we have to go to Essence to be able to brunch on this day and hike on this day and paint on this day and have a pole class on this day and twerk out on this day and have a cooking class and a baking course and a ice cream making? Why do we have to go? Why do we have to wait? That's what she was talking about. I don't need permission. You don't need permission to create. That is our first job. And when we stop thinking that we have to consume so much, we've gotten it so twisted. We consume, take in. What are you creating and putting out? That's your first thing. Be authentically you and create what only you can create. That's the freaking blueprint. That is the blueprint. You taking the steps, you following that joy and that passion that you have for whatever it is that you want to create. That's the blueprint. Not being able to, not worrying about failing, knowing that failure may happen. Like, I think that is where the scary comes in, where fear tries to stop you or intimidate you or make you say, I don't want to do this. But whenever fear shows up, for me, I always talk to fear. It's a spirit. I talk to fear and I say, thank you for showing up. Because you're motivating me to show you that you don't belong here. oh no, you thought you was finna win? No, I'm about to show you who's boss. Especially boss in my life. Oh no, you have no place. You have no place. So anytime fear tries to show up or negativity tries to show up, I'm big on energy. I'm big on frequency. Like if your vibe is off and vibration, all of that, if it's off, I will politely see myself out. You know what I mean? I'm very big on all of that because that matters. When you're creating, it matters who's around you. It matters. The people on your team, they matter. If you have created a blueprint and the people on your team are negative or don't want to follow the blueprint, that matters. So check your team, but also continue to create the blueprint. Did you know that blueprints got their distinctive blue color because they were historically made through a contact print process on light sensitive paper, resulting in white lines on a blue background? This allowed for easy reproduction and distribution of plans to all parties involved in a construction project. The reason why blueprints are printed the way that they are on the color that it's printed on and the process is what it is, so that it can be reproduced, so that it can be duplicated. So when you see people wanting to do what you do, or you can clearly see that look real familiar, that looks very similar to what so-and-so is doing, or blueprints are meant to be reproduced. Good things merit duplication. And so I've had to tell myself, don't get mad, don't get flustered, don't get frustrated, don't get upset, don't get annoyed, because that is what you are creating for. To inspire somebody, to help somebody, to motivate somebody. But the blueprint is always meant to be reproduced. So don't get mad. Don't get sad. Don't be frustrated, irritated, annoyed, any of that. Because the blueprint is doing what it's designed to do. And it's a luxury to create something first. It's a luxury. It's a privilege. It's a unique thing to be able to carve out a path that nobody's done before. It's a lot of hard work creating a festival that supports, uplifts, encourages Black women. But I'm excited to see the end. I'm excited to see the finished product. Because guess what? At the end of it, there will be a blueprint. And a blueprint that can be picked up and implemented in another city, in another place, at another time. So I'm just here to tell you, whoever's out there that's like, but she copying me and she this, that, and they knew I was doing it first. Nobody ever wants to go first. Like, you remember when you in class and the teacher say, all right, everybody got to read. Who be raising their hand to go first? Even as adults, when I used to do UVI and I would teach, and I my specialty was pitch coach. And so I'm like, all right, it's time to pitch. Who going first? Very rarely would I get somebody to say, I'll go. Me, they would be super excited to go first. It's daunting. There's something really there's something scary about going first, because it's the fear of the unknown. It's, well, am I going to do it right? Yes, you're going to do it right, because it's not been done before. Whatever you do is going to be right. Whatever you do is going to be right. And the other people who come after you will be able to perfect what it is they do based off of what you've done. There are people coming to build off of your back. There are people coming to stand on your shoulders. You know how they say so-and-so ran or walked so you could run, or whatever the saying is. That's what it's really about. That person built the blueprint so you could do it easier. So you could know what to do. Just saying. Blueprints are cheat codes. That's all. When you playing a video game and you know the special codes to do or whatever, that's what a blueprint is. That's what I'm saying. People coming second, third, fourth, all those people, you're giving them what to do. You're giving them the cheat codes when you give them the blueprint. When you create from a place of authenticity, baby, I'm telling you, watch and see. Watch and see how many people you inspire to create their own blueprint for whatever they're doing in their life. And also, you got to look at it as, even if somebody else, and this is the thing, when I started doing the letters, there were, of course, other people that saw, oh, this is a thing now. I can do that. I can, popping up left and right. My blueprint was mine. Their blueprint is theirs. And so whenever the third person comes, there's two blueprints. You look and see which house still stands based on the blueprint. And maybe they both still stand. But do I like the architecture and the features of this house or that one? It's the same with picking out a house. When you go and you shopping in a neighborhood or house hunting, what are the qualities? What are the qualifications and the characteristics of the home that I want? That's the blueprint that I want. So, what are you building? What are you building? That should always be in the back of your mind when you're talking about creating the blueprint. You don't have to, I didn't go to school for Simply Props. I didn't have a degree and learn how to build the letters. It happened because I wanted to build it so bad that I learned. I put blood, sweat, and tears, hours on end, learning what it took to do this. I reached out. I found mentors who could answer my questions about different things. So yeah. Is creating the blueprint always easy? No. Going first never is. Just saying. Blueprints can be challenging to read due to the combination of specialized symbols, scaling, and the need to mentally translate 2D drawings into a 3D understanding. Now, that last thing, they can be challenging to read due to the combination of specialized symbols, which is things that only I understand, or only somebody who is in this particular niche will understand. Scaling, so blueprints are usually on a table or something, not, drawn to the size of an actual house. So wrapping your brain around seeing something small become big, scaling, but also this last one, blueprints are challenging to read because there is a need to mentally translate 2D drawings into a 3D understanding. That's with anything. If you can't see the vision that you done wrote down, if you can't see it in 3D, if you can't close your physical eyes and open your spiritual eyes and see it, baby, go back and revisit if you're the one that's supposed to be building the blueprint. Because that is the one thing that all visionaries have, I think, is the ability to write it down and already see it happening in 3D. Like, I got so many ideas. I can do this and I can do that and I already see it. So that's why I'm just like, if you are thinking about creating a blueprint, creating a business, creating a plan, creating anything, art, a new recipe, a new drink, a new whatever, everything has that. If you think about it, like if you are cooking, we have recipes where somebody said, okay, to make this, you need X, Y, Z, and you need this much of each thing. It's the same with anything else. That's why the things that go viral, especially like cooking videos and things like that, is because those people generally are creating the blueprint. They're creating the recipe so that others can follow it. And guess what? They don't get mad when somebody recreates. That's what you want people to do. Recreate it, reproduce it, duplicate it. Things that are good, they merit duplication. So if your idea and that's not to say that if nobody's trying to do your idea, it's not good or anything like that, but be encouraged when you do see that happening. That means you're doing a good job. That means you are inspiring somebody else. But guess what? You're the secret sauce in the recipe. Nobody can do it like you. Even if you gave them the blueprint yourself, if you said, here, this is exactly what I did. It's this. It's you. It's your essence. It's your being. It's your authenticity. It's you. Nobody can do it like you. So if you are listening, like I said, and you are struggling with creating a blueprint, just know brown girls can do that too. And I am here to be your accountability partner. Drop that in the comments. Tell me what you are creating a blueprint for, what you need accountability in, and I'm going to make sure that I got you. I got you, sis. I got you. Okay, we in this together. I see you. Like Nene said, we see each other. All right. So this is August. July came and July went just as quick as it came. It didn't touch nothing. It came in, it sat down real cute. Real quiet, real cute. And it went on about its business. And so here we are, August. We are closer to the end of the year. And so how long are you going to let the idea just sit there, sit in the back of your head, sit on paper before you put action to it? We got to do better. We have to do better. Don't wait for permission. Go. Do it. Start. The bigger the dream, the better. I'm that friend. Don't come to me telling me you want to do such and such, because I'm going to be Googling what we need to do. I am. I'm that friend. I'm that good sis, okay? All right. So I hope you got something out of this. I hope that you are making plans to join us for Brown Girls Can the Festival. You can visit us on the web, www.browngirlscan.org, and you can kind of look at what festival events are coming or are out there. We probably, by the time that this is out, the festival lineup is on the website, so you can definitely go check things out. Start getting ready. We have people coming from out of town, which blows my mind. Like, this is a real festival. People are coming from out of town. People in other cities are taking note and saying, can you come here? Can you host something? That's crazy. So when we talk about doing a blueprint to its full capacity, where it's complete, where it's clear, where it's accurate, and where there has some elements of failure in it, it's okay. If it's being duplicated, if it merits reproduction, that's great. We have to switch our mindset and start being like, yay, I'm grateful. And be okay with them doing that and you still being committed to your purpose. You still being committed to what you are supposed to be doing. No matter who copies, who does what, who tries to do. What are you doing? What did God tell you to do? What did the God in you tell you to do? That's why I'm head down focused. I don't have time to really be looking to my left or to my right. I'm literally laser focused on the goal of creating safe spaces for women, teens, and girls of diverse culture and backgrounds to be able to network, collaborate, connect, create, feel safe, feel loved, feel celebrated, feel seen, feel heard. That's what the whole brand is about. You think I ain't been scared to do this? Heck yeah. You think I haven't worried about, can I do it? Yeah. It's not just a one event thing. I'm an event person, so creating an event is easy for me. Like, I could do that in my sleep. I know exactly what needs to happen, when, and all of that. But a week-long thing, I'm excited to see. Everybody like, ooh, it's going to be fun. I'm like, yeah, we going to see. Ooh, I'm excited. I'd be like, I'm excited too. Because we're all doing this. Like, it's your first time attending. It's my first time planning. It's my first time creating. So the joy that you feel about, oh, we get to experience something like this. I'm like, oh, I get to create something like this. It's all in the mindset of what you're doing. Like, bringing the awe into it. That also will help you when you're creating the blueprint. And always remember that going first, being first, doing something first is a luxury. It's a privilege. You get to set the tone. You get to set the standard. You get to set the prices. You get to set the mood. Like, when you live in a house for the first time, you're the first time person that's living in that from ground up, new construction. There's just something different about a new thing. There is something so special about creating new, experiencing new, doing things that no man has done before. Riding a new car with 0 miles. Oh, that thing, that's a different experience. It's a luxury, right? To ride in a car with 0 miles. You pick it up from the car, or they deliver it to you with 0, where no other driver has been. You're the first. That's luxury. So whatever you're doing, whatever path you are forging, whatever ship you are the pirate of, the captain of, keep going. Create the blueprints, because we can do that too. Brown girls can create the blueprints. And always remember, being first, going first is a luxury. Until the next episode, I will talk to you later. Thanks for vibing with us on Brown Girls Can, the podcast. If you felt this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your girl gang. You can catch us on social media on Instagram at Brown Girls Can, the podcast, and on Facebook at Brown Girls Can. And remember, you are already everything you are becoming. So until next time, keep showing up, glowing up, and choosing you. Always remember that you can do anything.